Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Oletik is said to have been seen running back into her car in the second gate of the royal mansion in Lekki upon learning that Olori Naomi has invited the DSS. Now, it's no longer news that the Ooni of Ife is said to have warned his Oloris to leave Queen Naomi alone and stay on their own. That, Naomi does not want to be friends with them, and Naomi is not the one who is making decisions for him. That is the Ooni of Ife. They should leave her alone. The only thing this woman is crying for is to be left alone because she has made it very clear that she doesn't like crowd. She likes to be on her own and she likes to do her own things. And so they should leave her alone. But they said that again and again, the Oloris will keep going there. They said only recently, Oletik had gone there to meet with her, to talk to her about, plead with her about the space, the perfume space in Lekki. Now, remember, we got a report last week that Oletik had been embarrassed from Queen Naomi's shop right there in Lekki by the maid, Queen Naomi's maid. So right now, that time we heard that she had gone to warn Queen Naomi to leave, to allow Kabiyesi to bring her, welcome her back into the palace, because all of them, especially she and her family, they are thinking that Kabiyesi is not welcoming her back yet because he's waiting to get approval from Queen Naomi. He does not want to do anything that will make Queen Naomi angry, okay? And so because that is their thought, their line of thought, a lot of them are picking issues, picking trouble here and there with Olori Naomi. But as we are hearing what's making the rounds on social media right now, they said that day that she went, they had that serious problem. They said it was based on the fact that the maid started causing problem, that according to her, that made her to say those things that she said, that was not her main intention of going to Naomi's shop to look for Naomi, that her intention then of going to that shop to look for Naomi was to talk to Naomi about the space in Lekki, in the Ojaja Mall in Lekki. So, something, they say one of the worst things that can happen to you as an individual is not to understand, not to have wisdom. The word of God says wisdom is indeed profitable to direct, okay? And if you know that this finger is the one that you are using to feed, do not try to cut or hurt it, because you will end up regretting. Now, do you know why I feel particularly, if everything we get to hear on social media is the truth, that Dr. Elizabeth is having one of the best times in the palace as the wife to the Ooni of Ife, because Dr. Elizabeth understands that one of the biggest undoing that you can do is to fight against Olori Naomi. The Ooni of Ife does not play with it. Ooni of Ife doesn't like it. When you decide that's the route you want to take, you are on your own. Now, when I was in my MBA, they taught me something, that one of the most important decisions for a business person to make is to study their business environment. If you have a proposition, a business proposition, you want to cite a business somewhere, the first thing you do is to study your business environment. And right now, Dr. Elizabeth has studied everything concerning where she is, and that is why she's having her peace. Now, they said this time she went because she wanted to plead with Olori Naomi to give authority for her to use that spot, that perfume spot. Do remember that they said the Ooni of Ife said that spot remains that of Queen Naomi, that even if the management give out that spot or rent out that spot, the money goes to Queen Naomi's pocket, because that very spot is for her, that Ooni of Ife say he deliberately kept that spot for her. So when Naomi said she wasn't going to use it, these women stood up, they wanted to use it, and they started fighting themselves. Right now, Ooni drove them and told them nobody has the right, and that's the reason why they said Toby came again to the royal mansion to meet with Olori Naomi and speak to Olori Naomi over that spot, that perfume spot. And when they told Naomi that she was there, they said Naomi immediately invited DSS. And when she learns that they had invited DSS, she ran into her car where they zoomed off. Now, do not forget I told you these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information. I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to anyone who is related to them. I am just a blogger. Whatever information I get, I reenact it and I post it on social media, letting you understand that these are all alleged information, and speculated, rumored, and reported, and no be me talk only information. And whatever you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the sauce is still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Thank you, Esheo Adukbeo, my people. You're here to subscribe. Kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell. I don't know if I've done this before. Thank you, people. So I started by saying the worst thing you do is to hold that finger that feeds you. Now, it's important for people to understand that Naomi is the main deal. Like, she has a word. When she says a word, it makes a statement in the heart of the Ooni of Ife. And I can tell you categorically that if Ooni of Ife would tell, if Naomi would tell Ooni of Ife, leave my spot for Toby, of course, the Ooni of Ife would just go ahead and agree. And if you know this person has this kind of influence on your husband or the monarch, why go ahead making trouble and joining forces with people you know do not necessarily like this woman to fight the woman down? And when it becomes very tough for you, you go looking for the woman. This is the question that I am asking and everybody is asking. Right now, Naomi is not playing with any of these women. Naomi has made it very clear to them that it's not going to be in business as usual. You do anyhow, you see anyhow, and that is what is going on. And right now, as we are hearing, they said immediately she cited Toby. They said she invited DSS, and that was how we heard that Olori Toby ran and entered her car and zoomed off. Go and begin to fight now. Continue to fight. When others are doing, you too, you'll be doing. When you know the kind of influence that this lady has on the Ooni of Ife, when they do, you will do. They do, you will do. They do, you will do. If this is not stupidity, I do not know what that is. That's if the information is true. So, the perfume spot is under contention between Ikpi and, Blow Blow. I mean, Ikpi and Oletik. They said it's not a small something. And you do know that Ikpi will never, ever try to approach Naomi because, of course, when it comes to Ikpi and Naomi, it's a no-go area. They don't agree one bit. And they say that is how it has to be because Naomi is doing everything to protect herself. I'm going to bring you more updates. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.